September 29th in Fargo, South Dakota State leads North Dakota State 17-14 going into the fourth quarter, but the Bison score last and NDSU hangs on for a 21-17 win. The Bison have gone on to win by an average of 32 points in their 9 games since then. And that slim margin against SDSU back in the Missouri Valley Conference opener is one reason the Jacks think that they have a great chance to defeat the undefeated this weekend.
There's just been so many good games between these teams over the last several years, so I don't expect Friday to be any different.
Stick to the basics. It was going to work pretty well last time. We just dropped a couple big passes and could have improved a couple things in pass protection, but I think we're ready for this week.
It comes down to being able to execute, being able to calm down in a hostile environment, which I think we'll be able to do because we've got a lot of guys that have played up there.
SDSU is the last team to actually win up there, a 1917 Jackrabbit victory in the Dakota Marker Showdown in 2016. In fact, the Jacks have beaten the Bison 2 of the last 3 years in the regular season, but SDSU is 0-3 against NDSU in the playoffs. The Jacks have been close, but the Bison have always walked away with the win.
A football game can come down to 2-3 plays. Sometimes a single play can define a whole game. Switch the momentum, things like that. So just trying to minimize those big plays for them and trying to maximize them for us.
And they know what we're going to do. We know what they're going to do. So it's going to come down to who executes on Friday, and I think that's a great thing. It gives you the opportunity to play fast and play free.
They do know each other all too well, but both teams usually have a trick or two saved up for a surprise this late in the season. And South Dakota State will have a little different look in the offensive backfield. Pierre Strong didn't even play against the Bison in the regular season matchup, but he has racked up over 900 yards and 10 touchdowns in the 9 games since. Emotion and effort and focus and execution are all going to play their part, and all that sweat and grind and the work in the weight room and all that repetition in practice and attention to detail all season will tell the story.
Ever since that first bye week, we've been focusing on our fundamentals because that's the biggest thing we can prove. There's nothing that physicality, you can't coach that, but fundamentals and just knowing that it's a muscle memory that wins games and not like you're going to play a whole lot better in a game than you did in practice. So it's just getting used to it and getting used to all the muscle memory you have.
It means a lot, to get as far as we have, the past 2 years, but also a bittersweet feeling knowing that this where we were last year and we came up short. So we definitely want to punch our ticket to Frisco this time and get there. Especially for us seniors. Obviously, it's our last ride, our last go around at this. So to be playing the Bison and playing up in the Fargo Dome is going to be a lot of fun.